Hey, how's it going? Eat My Diction here, and I've got Hardcore Team Deathmatch on Stadium. I've also got another sordid tale from my past. This takes place when I was 19 years old. It was the night before I was going to move out of my parents' house into my first apartment. I was over at my friend Jack's house with my other friend Greg, and we were going to be roommates, so we were celebrating. And for some reason, we thought the best way to celebrate is to take mushrooms. Yes, yes, this is another drug-fueled adventure. So we took some mushrooms. Greg, this was his first time doing it, so he was a little bit freaked out at first, but he got kind of calm into it, and we were having a pretty good time. Some friends came over, and they hung out for a while, and then it got kind of late, and it was just the three of us. Me and Greg were sitting by the pool enjoying a cigarette, and we're at Jack's house, and he lives in the pool house, or he lived in the pool house at this time, and so we're sitting by the pool. His cat jumps out of the fucking the bushes. His cat was named Frank. He's a big fat cat, and he's got a rat in his mouth. And we're like, "Oh, holy shit, Frank, you're a beast! Oh man, look at that, fucking predator style." And then he just trots off happily with his fucking prize. We're like, "Dude, that was awesome." So we sit there for a while, doing what people do on shrooms, pontificating, talking about random shit, looking up at the stars. And eventually we go back inside, and I think we started watching Futurama or something, because that show's just awesome all around, especially if you're on mushrooms. I don't know why. And we're just hanging out in there, and the front of Jack's room is pretty much just two giant glass sliding doors, and then his room is just kind of like a little hut with a bathroom in the back, and at this point they had turned it into a guest room type thing. His parents turned it into a fucking guest room for some reason. So it's just like couches, and it's like all pretty and doesn't look like his room at all. So we're just sitting there, shrooming out like shroomers do. And Frank trots in. And he's got the rat in his mouth. And we're like, oh, Frank, don't bring that in here. Come on, dude. That's fucked up. That's gross. And he doesn't seem to think so, because he drops the goddamn thing on the floor. And we're like, oh, dude, no, I don't want to, and all of a sudden the fucking thing perks up to life. Look at this guy camping in the corner. I'm just going to leave it right here so you can see him with his little claymore. Asshole. This fucking rat is alive. It's fucking alive, and it's fast, and it just darts behind the fridge. And we're like, oh, shit, did that just really happen? So, we're just like, okay, well, we got to get to sleep, because we got to wake up at 8 and go to the U-Haul and get the fucking U-Haul truck and start moving at like 8 a.m. It's like fucking, I forget what time. I think it was like 4 in the morning or some shit like that. And we're like, I'm not sleeping on this floor with this rat in here. It's gonna jump out and like claw my eyes out or some shit like that. That's fucked up. Also, we're on mushrooms, so that just intensifies the fear. So what do we do? Oh yeah, Greg, he pulls the fridge away from the wall, and he's just like hanging over this counter behind the fridge with a flashlight, just like talking to the rat for a while. He's like, "Come on, man. Come on. Just come out. The door's wide open. Come on. Just go. Just come out. And eventually it goes underneath the couch, and we just like tear the room apart trying to find this damn rat. At one point, Jack put his head in between the couches, and it ran up and smacked him in the face. Okay, right here I'm going to stop talking so you can watch this amazing kill.
Oh, it's so awesome! Oh, look at how awesome it is! Oh my god, it's awesome!
And back to the story. Alright, so yeah, it smacks Jack right in the fucking face. And he's like, what the hell? What the fuck did you do? We're freaking out. And this goes on for like two and a half hours of us, this rat just darting around to different spots in the room where we can't fucking get him. And we leave the door wide open for him to leave. And on top of this whole issue is the whole, us being on hallucinogens thing. So when you're on those drugs, you're not only just like seeing cool shit, you're also, your brain works in really weird ways, as far as like thought process goes. So we kept getting fucking distracted and sidetracked. We would give up for a second and try to like get our bearings and figure out a plan to get this goddamn rat out of there. And we would just start talking about, you know, shroomy stuff and philosophizing or whatever, and and eventually we, like, after like 10 or 15 minutes, like, wait, hold on, no, guys, come on, there's a rat problem. We gotta deal with the rat problem. This happened like 7 or 8 times. And at one point, Greg put socks on his hands. And I was like, Greg, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab the rat. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. He's like, yes, I am. No, this is going to work. Like, no, it's not going to work. He's like, it's going to work. It didn't work. I think he touched it. And he freaked out a little bit. And the rat got away. But, yeah, this went on for like 2.5, 3 hours. Eventually, we gave up. And we're just, like, slumped on the couches. Like, fuck, dude. I'm done with this. And then the rat just kind of leaves on its own. It just runs out. And then we get to sleep, and then we move the next day. So that was the story. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.